Hi, I'm Ken from Mind Body Therapy, specializing in chronic back pain, spondylolisthesis, and spinal stenosis. Thank you for always watching my videos. In this channel, we talk about conditions like spondylolisthesis and spinal stenosis. Back pain caused by bone abnormalities, chronic back pain. Even if you've been recommended surgery for these conditions, you can actually manage them quite well with self-care. That's what we discuss here. This channel introduces methods and ways of thinking about these issues. As you can see, I do this channel together with my black cat. So, let's get started with today's topic. This month, March, we're talking about how your shoulders are causing your back problems. I explained this in detail last time, so please watch that video if you haven't. Today, as a continuation, we'll focus on arms. It's about how arms can cause shoulder problems, and how shoulders then lead to back problems. Everyone uses their arms, of course. But overusing arms and neglecting proper arm care can affect your back. That's what we're talking about, back pain originating from arms. This might seem surprising, but actually, quite a number of people. Many people have back pain that originates from their arms. While it's not 100% due to arms, arms are definitely a contributing factor. In the first half, we'll discuss the arm mechanism. In the second half, we'll talk about care methods. So I hope you'll watch until the end. I'm stumbling over my words as usual. Anyway, let's get started. First, let's talk about how arms can cause back pain. Last time, we talked about shoulder blades. When shoulder blades move outward and forward, causing a hunched posture, the spine becomes immobile, which puts strain on your back. For more details, please refer to the previous video. This condition, where shoulder blades move outward and forward, is actually caused by your arms. What do I mean by this? Well, everyone uses their arms, right? We use our arms. Like this, petting a cat, massaging a cat, lifting a cat, everything involves using our arms. Lifting a cat and playing with it by making it run around, all of these actions use our arms. Just like how cats run, animals use this kind of force. When running, it's a forward, inward force. This is true for cats, four-legged animals, and actually humans too. Originally, humans were ape-like animals, right? In that context, we spent a lot of time in a forward-leaning posture originally. From there, as our brains developed, we evolved into bipedal walking. But ultimately, that was our original posture, and for running in. Climbing trees to gather fruits. We spent a long time living as hunter-gatherers. To adapt to this, our inner muscles became stronger. You can understand why, right? As I mentioned earlier, for running and climbing trees, we need to use force in this way. So our bodies adapted to suit this lifestyle. That's how we were born and how we evolved as humans. This took place over 5 or 6 million years. Compared to that, agricultural life only started 10,000 or 20,000 years ago. Our bodies haven't had time to fully adapt yet. That's why the inner muscles remain as they are. The same applies to arms. With arms too, it's easier to apply force this way rather than that way. It's designed the same way. This is how human-animal force naturally works. Have you ever seen anatomical diagrams at orthopedic clinics? Those anatomical diagrams on the walls. Maybe you've seen them in textbooks too. Where the palms are facing forward, drawn like this. Have you ever wondered why those drawings show palms facing forward? That's because it shows the state when muscles are completely relaxed. Humans are usually like this, right? Either straight or slightly inward, with the back of the hand facing outward. When these muscles contract, they're designed to twist. They're attached from here to here, and when you apply force, it naturally moves this way. Because of this design, when we work with force, it's like this. When this happens, the arms twist inward, pulling the shoulders forward. They're pulled outward and tilt forward. You know what posture this is, right? Yes, it's a hunched posture. When we become hunched, it affects shoulder blade movement, which connects to what we discussed last time. That previous discussion about restricted shoulder blade movement is actually caused by the arms. When this happens, it's like being locked in a joint hold. This is about muscle tightness and the direction of muscle force. So people who regularly use their arms, whether for computer work or skilled labor, physical work, or even lifting cats, whatever it is, you're using arm strength. Using arm strength tends to result in this position. This causes the shoulder blades to lose coordination with the spine, leading to back pain. Now, let's look at how we should care for our arms in the second half. Let's begin with arm care methods. Please stretch your arm out like this. Stretch your arm out and move it like you're doing a karate chop. Can you feel the muscle moving here? This one. Just below the elbow, on the palm side, this area moves, right? Around here. This is the brachioradialis muscle, but you don't need to remember that. Touch this moving muscle while you move your arm. That makes it even easier to understand. Then, like this, relax your right palm. Let your hand hang loosely. In this position, at that same spot, press your opposite thumb against it, applying pressure until it's pleasantly uncomfortable. Hold this for 30 seconds. Keep this position for 30 seconds. Hold for 30 seconds while taking deep breaths. Did you find the spot? It's like this. This is where it moves. Press it with your thumb, relax your right hand, and cradle it. Then press firmly with your left hand and hold for 30 seconds. Okay, let's begin. Yes. Maintain a pressure that's pleasantly uncomfortable. And remember to keep breathing deeply. Keep it pleasantly uncomfortable, maintain deep breathing, and hold for about 30 seconds. The timing and deep breathing are really important. If you don't do these properly, it could make things worse. So please don't try to force yourself too hard. Has it been 30 seconds? After 30 seconds, slowly release. There we go. Now do the same on the other side. For the other side, extend your hand forward, turn your palm vertically like this, and move it slightly. You'll feel it move. Just in front of the elbow here. Press this area with your thumb from the opposite hand, just until it feels pleasantly uncomfortable. Don't press to the point of pain. Hold it at that pleasantly uncomfortable level for 30 seconds. Okay, let's begin. Yes. Deep breathing helps relax the muscles. As the muscles become softer, it enhances the effectiveness of the self-care treatment. So maintain that pleasantly uncomfortable pressure. Keep doing deep breathing. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. If you inhale for 3 seconds, exhale for 6 or 7 seconds. This helps the muscles become more relaxed. Okay, after 30 seconds, slowly release. Now for the next one. Next, place your palm on the inside of your bent elbow like this. Around where your 4 fingers end, near the pinky, about here is fine. Press this area with the thumb of your opposite hand. Keep your right arm bent and relaxed, bend your palm, and slightly twist inward. You should feel the area under your pressing thumb become quite loose. When you feel it loosen, relax your whole body. And just like before, maintain deep breathing and press with pleasant discomfort for 30 seconds. Okay, let's begin. These are the muscles responsible for rotating your arm inward. There are various pronator muscles, but they work together as a group for this movement. Let's soften these pronator muscles as a group. There are many muscles here, so don't worry about their individual names. Just press to a pleasantly uncomfortable level. After 30 seconds, slowly release. There we go. Now for the opposite side. Similarly, place your fingers in a chopping position at the bent elbow. And again, where your four fingers end. Press this area, bend your hand, bend your palm, and slightly twist inward. It should become quite soft. Press while maintaining this softened state. Press to a pleasantly uncomfortable level and hold for 30 seconds. Okay, let's begin. Yes. It's good to do this with cats because it helps you relax. Everyone should consider getting a cat. After 30 seconds, slowly release. When you do this, you probably don't realize how much tension is in the muscles that rotate your arm inward, and how much force they're constantly applying. Many of you will find these muscles quite stiff, and when you press them, you'll notice they're quite tender. Some of you might already experience pain in this area. But surprisingly, people don't realize how important this area is. Because of this stiffness, and because we use these muscles for inward rotation, they become increasingly tense, making both this area and the connected areas stiff. Stiff muscles contract and become rigid. This causes your arm to become fixed in a rotated position, pulling on your shoulders, leading to poor posture and restricting spine movement. When you move, this puts stress on your lower back and neck, causing pain. It's all connected. This might be surprising, as most people don't pay much attention to their arms. You might think, my arm hurts, my shoulder hurts, maybe something's wrong with my arm. But when talking about back pain, people often ask, what does that have to do with arms? At our clinic, we always check shoulder blade movement first. As we did last time, try grabbing under your armpit and move around. Bend forward, twist, try various movements. You'll notice quite a difference. This is because when you grip under your armpit, your shoulder blade can move inward. This allows your spine to move, so when you bend backward, forward, or twist, each small vertebra can move in coordination, distributing the load across your entire spine. When all 20-something small bones can move, your body can distribute movement properly, but with poor posture. The middle section becomes immobile, breaking this chain of movement. As a result, when you move your lower back, only 5 vertebrae bear the load, which is too much strain. And that's why you end up damaging your lower back. We do this examination to help you understand this concept. First, we firmly grip under the armpit. After you notice, oh, it's easier to move. When we press on the arm while moving, it becomes equally easy to move. This is because when this area becomes looser, your shoulder blade can move, allowing your spine to move, which reduces pain during movement as your spine works together. This exercise helps you understand this connection. While it might be difficult to fully demonstrate in a video, it's important to understand these connections. Understanding is key. First, let's understand it intelligently. Once you understand it intelligently, you can do it properly. If you're told to do something you don't understand, you won't be motivated. And even if you do it, if you're thinking, does this really work? When you're not convinced, it won't be effective. That's why proper understanding is crucial. So, try to understand. Arms are extremely important. That's very important. Understanding these connections properly is incredibly important. When you fully understand and accept it in your mind, when you're completely convinced, you'll see significant results and feel motivated to do it. This mental approach is actually extremely important. That's why we often discuss how to develop this mindset, as it's very important. That's how we do things on this channel. So, we'll end here for today. Please make sure to take proper care of your arms, as it's very important. That's all for today. Thank you for watching this video.